What's up, Street Fighter fam? So today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I'm actually going to be discussing 10 characters that I would like to see return to the Street Fighter universe. So as we know, season 3 is about to drop. It's like right around the corner. And so I thought in preparation of that, it'd be nice to kind of share some of the characters that I would like to see return. I'm very excited for Elena. Like, I love the fact that she's been included and she's coming back. I will definitely be trying her when she drops, but there are still some characters to be desired for me, you know. I mean, as we know, the Street Fighter universe roster is so large, it's so vast. And I will admit, I feel like the Street Fighter 6 roster is kind of slim, I mean, compared to previous games, and I do think there's a lot of room for more characters to be introduced. And I'm all for new characters and stuff, but it would be nice if we can get some OGs back in there. So, without further ado, I'm gonna jump into my list of top 10 characters I personally would like to see return. Before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified every time I post. And don't worry, I will still be sharing my gameplay. I just wanted to get this video out of the way before season 3 drops. But the goal is still to get Chun-Li to master, and I'm still sharing that journey. So if you are excited for that, just hang tight. I will be posting more gameplay very soon. But without further ado, we're going to jump into the list of my favorite characters that I think should return to Street Fighter 6. Number 1, first and foremost, is Decapre. Where the heck is Decapre, y'all? I miss Decapre a lot. I know there's been a lot of mixed feelings about Decapre, but she was my girl, okay? Like when she was released, I think in Ultra Street Fighter 4 it was, I actually picked her up and I had goals to actually use her very often. So I felt a little slighted when she didn't appear in Street Fighter 5. And what's so crazy is that she was actually, I believe, slated for Street Fighter 5. She had a theme. I think they had already designed her and like she was already getting ready to be a playable character. But apparently, from what I've heard, the fans didn't really care for the Decapre. And Capcom was trying to figure out, you know, how to make the game better. So they scrapped her and said, well, people don't want her, so we're moving on. So that's really sad to me because I figured since they were so close to putting her into Street Fighter 5 that she would make it into Street Fighter 6, but apparently that hasn't happened. But it's not too late, right? I mean, Street Fighter 6 is the current game, so I would love for her to come back. I don't see her as like a Cammy copycat. I think she's different. I think she's unique. I feel like she has her own set of moves that she is similar to Cammy. I mean, if you follow the story, she's a doll. Cammy was a doll. Like Julie, Junie, they were dolls too. You know what I'm saying? So like, but everybody was unique. I feel like Decapre's story was unique. They could have did something. I mean, I love her. I think she's a really fun character to play. She was a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie. Some of her normals were kind of hard to execute, but I thought she was cool, and I would love to see her return. So, Capcom, if you're looking at this, please put Decapre back into the game. We miss her. Number 2 is my man Cody. What the heck is Cody? Come on, y'all. We gotta put Cody back in this game. I love Cody. I love having him in the game because he's so cool. And I feel like he really embraces the true definition of a Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man came at you with dirt. He threw dirt at you and then he hit you with the pipe. Like, if that's not the true definition of a street fight, I don't know what is. I mean, he didn't come to play. And the fact that they switched up his story in Street Fighter 5, that they made him freaking mayor of a city, like had him all cleaned up, had that nice fresh cut, but he still came out there to play. Like, why can't we have more Cody? He's really cool. And I just think they really could have made his story even more exciting in Street Fighter 6. I mean, maybe he could have went up to president. I don't know. I mean, who knows? But I love the fact that he's still a very tough character, and like the dichotomy between him, you know, coming straight from prison in Street Fighter 4 to freshening up being mayor, but he still took names. He still kicked butt. Cody's pretty cool. I mean, I love him. We done practicing now? I feel like if they did bring Cody back, I'd probably pick him up because he's cool. I love him. Come on. Number 3 is Sea Viper. I think the Sea Viper erasure needs to be studied because, come on. Now, I know a lot of people didn't really love Sea Viper, But I think a lot of people did like her. I mean, listen, I never personally picked her up. I played her a couple times. She wasn't my favorite to play per se, but I did love her character. And I think she was unique. I mean, she has such a great storyline. I mean, she came in, we didn't know who she was, friend or foe. She went walking in all mysterious. And I liked that she used different technologies like as a weapon. Like, so she had like the gloves with electricity. She used she used fire. I think her boots had fire. Like, she was like a spy. She had gadgets essentially. And I saw one creator point out that Sea Viper is the only other parent in the roster besides Kim. You know, Ken has a son, but Sea Viper has a daughter, and we learn if you do her story playthrough in Street Fighter 4, you learn that everything she does is to protect her daughter. So it's pretty cool, and I feel like that was a really cool story they could have continued into Street Fighter 6. So I mean, I feel like Capcom made this really cool, unique kind of character, and then people are just kind of like, eh, and she went away. But I think it'd be cool to have her back. I feel like she would look so cool in Street Fighter 6. Can you imagine if like they could really do it up with her outfits? I mean, she could have a lot going on. So we need to see Viper back. I think she's pretty cool. I'd probably pick her up if they brought her back and put her into this game. Number 4 is Dudley. Dudley is my man. He needs to come back. He's a gentleman that will kick your butt, and I love it. I love it. I mean, the only other boxer we have is Ed. And there's nothing wrong with Ed. Ed's cool. But I mean, Dudley is everything. He's the full package. I mean, this dude threw a rose at you, and it actually took damage. I mean, if that's not classy, I don't know what. But I love the dichotomy of the fact that he's a boxer, but he's a gentleman, right? He's like, listen, I fight fair. I'm going to kick your butt, but I'm going to kick your butt fairly. That's why I love Dudley. I think we need more boxers in the roster anyway. I mean, Balrog, I'm not a big fan of Balrog, to be honest. But if we want to bring back a boxer, we need to bring back Dudley. I mean, bring back classiness. Bring back this man who was going to kick your butt respectfully. Number 5 is Sakura. Sakura had a lot of good mix-ups too, and I feel like whenever I play Street Fighter 4, Sakura players actually gave me a lot of trouble. She has good mix-ups. I mean, she can hit you from the side, she can dash under you. Even though her moveset was very similar to Ryu's, she had her own level of fighting that was unique and special to her. And I think that's really cool. And I feel like they could really add her into the game because she'd be kind of fun. I think she's like, she could have the fun schoolgirl look. Then they could give her maybe like, maybe a career woman. I don't know how old Sakura would be right now. She'd probably be like in her early 20s now, I think, right? Because she's like a teenager in the previous games. So there's a lot they could do with Sakura. She's fun. I love her. I think she's great. So we need to bring Sakura back. Number 6 is Sagat. Come on, y'all. Sagat's one of the OGs. I think it's time he gets back. Now, granted, we did see him in Street Fighter 5, so it hasn't been like eternity since he's appeared. But I do think he's missing. I do think he's a good character that we're missing from the roster. I mean, Sagat, he's formidable. He comes up, he's gonna beat you with the tiger uppercut. And you're just gonna have to accept that. What's so special about Sagat is that he's got his high fireballs and his low fireballs. I think he's the only character who can do a high and low fireball, besides Akuma, who can jump up and like, but I'm not talking about that. Like, the man can literally stand and hit you with the fireball, and he can crouch, hit you with the fireball. I feel like that is so cool. I mean, it's annoying as heck. Don't get me wrong. Playing Sagat can be kind of intense, but I feel like that's such a cool character. I mean, he's got fireballs. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He's the only Muay Thai fighter I think we have in the Street Fighter like universe, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But Sagat's amazing. Like, he's pretty cool. I mean, he got major beef with Ryu because apparently Ryu gave him the scar on his chest, right? If I'm remembering the story correctly. Like, he walks up with this big A tiger and he's like, I'm ready to kick butt. Not to mention the man's like 8 feet tall. I'm being dramatic, but you know, he tall dude. So like, I think Sagat's pretty cool. I feel like they could have done a lot with his story. They could have done a lot with his outfits. Like I said, Sagat seems like a character that makes sense for Street Fighter 6. Like, I just feel like his background, who he is, his moveset will just fit very well into the Street Fighter 6 universe. So we need Sagat. Number 7 is Fei Long. Y'all know. we ain't seen Fei Long in a hot minute, but I feel like Fei Long is so iconic because he's fashioned after Bruce Lee, which is, as we all know, the greatest martial artist of all time. Fei Long didn't play games. I mean, he came in with those sunglasses and he said it's time to kick butt. But what's really cool is that when you played Fei Long, you honestly knew who you were emulating. And I feel like it's so iconic for Street Fighter. He's one of the Street Fighter OGs that we're missing. And I feel like we've gone too many games without him. Like, we didn't have him in 5. It's time to bring him back in 6. He's a powerhouse. He's swift. He's fast. He's just like Bruce Lee. Like, he's got powerful punches. I think he's pretty cool. So we need to bring him back. Number 8 is Rose. I need to see Rose in Street Fighter 6. Let me tell y'all something. We all know that when Street Fighter 5 was released, it was kind of atrocious. Listen, y'all, I had bought a whole system just to play Street Fighter 5. I had an Xbox at the time. And so I found out that Street Fighter 5, Capcom had made an exclusive contract with Sony. So unfortunately, it was not coming to Xbox. So I had to go out and buy a PlayStation so I could play Street Fighter 5. And when I popped that CD in and started playing, I said, this game ain't it. This game ain't it. And I played Ultra Street Fighter 4 for like years. I just let Street Fighter 5 just collect dust. But do you want to know what brought me back into Street Fighter 5 is when they announced that Rose was going to be a DLC. And then to add even more sauce, make it even more saucy, even more juicy, when they released her theme, and I went on YouTube and listened to that theme, I said, I'm plugging in Street Fighter 5 tonight, okay? Rose brought me back to Street Fighter 5. Did I play her? No. But listen, it was just the hype around Rose is coming. I mean, that might be a different story for you, but for me, I love Rose. I used her very often in Street Fighter 4, actually. So the fact that she's not in Street Fighter 6 kind of breaks my heart. If they put Rose in Street Fighter 6, I'm picking her up in a heartbeat. She would be another character that I would want to aim to get to master if she was in Street Fighter 6. Rose, I think, is very versatile. I love the fact that she's like this goddess that just pops up. And she's like, you're nothing but a child. And she's got this air about her, like, she's like this wise woman that gives you knowledge, but she also can kick your butt. I mean, and then also, I mean, the scarf is everything. Imagine getting taken out by a scarf. Like, you're just walking down the street, you come across this woman in a mystic dress and a scarf, and she starts fighting you. And then her final move is she gonna suck the life out of you with a mystical scarf. That's pretty cool if you ask me. So I feel like Rose needs to return. I mean, I pick her up in a heartbeat. And I feel like there's a lot they could do with her outfits because, you know, she does wear like the long dresses, the long flowy dress. And she had a lot of cool outfits in Street Fighter 5. And I feel like they could really translate some of those to Street Fighter 6. She'd be amazing. So Rose, come on back, girl. Number 9 is Ibuki. Okay? I miss Ibuki. Ibuki's a really fun character. And we want to talk about mix-ups. I know Kimberly has a lot of mix-ups. And Kimberly, she got mixed up for days. But so did Ibuki. Ibuki, I feel like, was our first Kimberly in the sense that she was a really good mix-up character. She is a good mix-up character. Because she's a ninja, y'all. And like, we all know ninjas, they got moves for days. They supposed to kill people in silence. So they can't, they're moving every which way to get to you. And I love that about her. But I love the fact that they made her a schoolgirl. Like, she was a young ninja that didn't want to go to school. So she legit just traveled and fought people. Like, I love that about her. One of my favorite things about Ibuki is how she traveled across the screen. And how she could literally teleport like past you and behind you and around you. You didn't know where she was going to hit. And then she could like hit you from one angle and then immediately switch to another angle. You had to be on such high defense against Ibuki. She's chef kiss. I need her back. I feel like the outfits would eat if they did it right. Imagine a modern day ninja outfit. They could have a lot of fun with Ibuki if they brought her back. So come on, Ibuki. We need you to come back. And finally, last but certainly not least, my number 10 pick would be Charlie. Okay. I actually enjoyed having Charlie in Street Fighter 5. I know he's like Guile 2.0, but honestly, didn't Charlie teach Guile everything he knows, if I remember the story correctly? So if you played Chun-Li's story, she actually meets up with Guile and Charlie. So, I mean, if he gonna be in the story, he might as well be in the freaking, like, you know, he might as well pop back up. Like, hello. But anyway, I honestly like Charlie. I feel like he should come back. I know technically he died, but he's not dead because he was in Street Fighter 5. So anyway, I mean, he's pretty cool. And I feel like there's a lot they could do with his story. So Charlie, come on down in my number 10 spot. Honorable mentions for me, honestly, might be Armika. She's pretty cool. I would like to see Sean make a return. We need more Sean. I feel like we haven't seen him since Third Strike, right? So Sean should make a comeback. I think we need to see Guy again. I kind of miss Guy. I feel like the Yang and Yoon would be a nice addition, the twins. Those are some of the characters some other characters I'd love to see return to the game. So that is my top 10. And like I said, that is purely personal. If I didn't mention your character, that does not mean that like I hate them or I wish they wouldn't return. Listen, if we could have a game where every single Street Fighter character that's ever been in existence could be in that game, we'd be set. That would be ideal. But obviously Capcom isn't going to do that because, it's not happening. So we got to pick and choose. These are 10 characters that I liked seeing in the game that I would love to see return. And I feel like as Street Fighter gets more modern and as the game progresses, it's really cool to see how these characters progress too. So that's my 10 plus my honorable mentions. If you have a character that you would love to be in season 3, please drop it in the comment box. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts, y'all's opinions. Season 3 is about to drop, so we're about to see. I mean, maybe Capcom might come back out with another DLC and be like, hey, maybe they'll pick one of these characters. I mean, if they just pick one character from my list, that is a win. A win is a win. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all because that's honestly been in my head for like the past couple of weeks of like just some characters I would love to see return to the screen, characters that I enjoyed using, characters that I enjoyed playing with. I also thought that maybe I should make a video about characters that I actually would love to see never return to the game. I know that sounds so harsh, but there were a couple of characters where I'm like, why the heck did Capcom even make this character? That is it. That is my top 10, my honorable mentions. Like I said, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment box. Let me know any characters you would like to return. Do you agree with this list? Is there any characters on my list that you're like, heck no, would love to never see them again? Let me know. Like, open up a dialogue. Like, let's have a discussion. So I'm gonna stop yapping now, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.